Hey guys, I'm so excited to kick this group off with you guys officially on Monday. We're going to take the weekend for some meal prep, some shopping, all that kind of good stuff. So I want to kind of cover that focus today because I think that I can verbally say things better than typing it all out. So first and foremost, I will provide meal plans and I will provide, I don't really provide shopping lists because it varies person to person because our families are different, different sizes. So what you are going to need as far as how many pounds of things is going to depend on your family. But I would check out the meal plan, pick one, and then make your list from there. Now, making your shopping list, what I typically do is make my meal plan. And I plan dinners first because it's fresh in my mind. I can be a little bit more creative and I plan dinner and then I go up to breakfast, lunch, and my snack. Now, I am a creature of habit. I stay at home with the kids 90% of the time. So my meal plan, breakfast, lunch, and snack pretty much stays the same. Dinner is where I change things up a little bit. And I'm going to share a blog post that I posted a while ago on how I plan family dinners. So I'll share with you that so you can kind of get a little creative and have some routine, I guess, or some ideas or some ways to be creative but not feel like you're cooking every single night, because that's usually the biggest hurdle, is feeling like you're cooking every night. So I'll share those things with you this weekend as well. So stay tuned for that. But what I wanted to talk about today, right now, is setting up a baseline for your meal plan. So To Be Mindset is meant to be more intuitive. If you're hungry, eat. It's not about fitting in a certain amount of food every day. It's just really going by your hunger cues, following the Plate It methods, eating from a balanced diet, eating healthy foods, but also having the flexibility that life doesn't always go as planned. And sometimes, we just find ourselves in a pinch and we have to have frozen food and we have to, eat this, or we find ourselves eating out, or we have a fiber-filled carb at dinner. And it's about just seeing what works for your body and using Alana's guidelines as guidelines to get you there. So I needed a place to start. I needed to go, okay, I don't even know how much I should be eating as a breastfeeding, working out mom. So I went back to a tool that helped me before, and that was the portion control containers. You might have seen them, maybe you have done them, those little color-coded containers. And now I believe in those 100% for some people, but for my phase of life, I was not in a place that I could, how many yellows do I have today? How many, blues do I have today? And I really don't like that I only get one blue, because that's kind of a half a serving of an avocado, and I have avocado almost every meal. So it wasn't something that I was ready for in my phase of life to be that diligent with. I needed a little bit more flexibility in my day, and To Be Mindset allowed that. But what I loved about the Portion Fix is it gave me a good idea of this is where you should be eating. Okay, so I'm going to share some images with you beneath these photos to help you find that baseline. Because what I did was I went through the calorie counter, or the calorie equation that Portion Fix uses. I figured out how many calories I safely need to be able to lose weight. And it was about 1,500 to 1,800 calories, I think is the bracket that I was in. Maybe C, so maybe it's 18 to 2,000. Anyways, I figured out that calorie range. Once I figured out that calorie range, I then took the bracket and I looked at the bracket, and then it tells me I needed 5 proteins, 4 yellows, 3 purples, 1 orange, 1 blue, 5 greens, and 5 teaspoons. So that may sound like a lot of food, but what I was finding was I was having a hard time accessorizing my food. I was having a hard time making my food taste good within the parameters that I had. So I took the brackets and I kind of put them into the To Be Mindset guidelines of Plate It. So when I figured this out, and I needed 4 yellows and 3 purples on Portion Fix, I figured that's in between 5 to 7 fiber-filled carbs through the day, okay? And I usually eat 4 to 5 of them per day because I don't eat a lot of fruit on To Be Mindset. I don't know what it is. Usually I only have like 1 serving. So I have 5 to 7 fiber-filled carbs. I have 5 servings of protein. I have 1.5 in the morning, 1.5 at lunch, so that's 3. 1 as my protein Shakeology snack, that is 4, and then I have 1 to 2 at dinner. So I even have 5 to 6. So I kind of switch that around where I have 1 less fiber-filled carb and I have 1 more serving of protein. So I have more of a range. And then I have 5 servings of vegetables. I have 2 at dinner or 2 at lunch. I have 1 at snack, and I have 2 to 3 at dinner, depending on how hungry I am. And then I figured out the accessories, which are the orange, blues, and the teaspoons, and that was about 7 to 10 per day. And when I look at that, and Alana says to try to have 2 accessories per meal. So 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at snack, 2 at dinner. I'm at that 7 to 10 range, okay? My serving sizes might be a little bit bigger than what I would have had on the Portion Fix, or I might have more avocado, which will kind of offset that 9 and 10th serving of an accessory of a healthy fat. So I used the brackets to give me a baseline, and then I looked at, okay, where is this at for To Be Mindset? And what this did for me was, okay, I have my baseline. This is what I need to lose weight. But if I have an extra vegetable on To Be Mindset, I don't feel like I'm cheating. If I have some extra accessories, I don't feel like I'm falling short or I ate too much. It's just really been more mindfully freeing for me than following the restriction. I don't want to say restriction because the Portion Fix allows you to eat a lot of food, but my mindset was if I ate 6 greens, I was eating above. If I needed 6 proteins, I was eating above, and I wasn't, what was I missing, and I just wasn't following it right. Where To Be Mindset, I feel a lot more in control and in tune with, this is how my body's responding. My body needs more protein. I'm also lifting. I'm also nursing, and also trying to figure out how my body feels best, how my body functions well. I could eat up to 5 or 6 fiber-filled carbs, and my body will feel fine. Where on Portion Fix, I didn't feel that much freedom. I didn't feel that flexibility in my nutrition, where here I do, okay? So that is something that I took to give me a good baseline on how much food I'm eating. Because what I have found with To Be Mindset is when people start off, when new clients begin, we're afraid of food. We're afraid to eat. And so we have 1 egg and 1 piece of toast for breakfast, when really our body might need 3 eggs and 2 pieces of toast for breakfast. But we've been conditioned to think that less food equals more weight loss, and that's totally not it. So I want you to do this. I want to start this group off. I've never started a group off like this, but I want you guys to go through this and see if you can find that bracket, that goal of a calorie goal. But here's the thing, like, you're not counting calories. Once you have your bracket, and we have this laid out to, like, maybe you're a bracket 2 where you need 4 servings of protein and you need 3 fiber-filled carbs through your day, like this is the calorie range. We're gonna build off of that, okay? This just gives you a place to start, a template, a baseline to say, okay, here's where I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna take this into To Be Mindset guidelines, and this is where I'm going to start my journey. And now I'm gonna track this, and I'm gonna say, I'm really hungry this day, or I was super full at breakfast, I couldn't finish, or by dinner, I felt great, or I'm not sleeping well, or you start to track those things, and you start to track your weight every day to give you that information about what you're eating. So I started this, and I followed what these brackets said and did the To Be Mindset guidelines, and I have found my perfect weight loss day. I have found my perfect routine, and on vacation I knew where I kind of needed to be, where my routine was, and I followed that loosely. But then when I got back and I got on the scale, I was up a pound, and was totally fine with it. And I got back to my regular weight loss day that I have now identified for my body on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm back down to a healthy, my healthy 129 is I feel great. So, I have found my weight loss day. I have found a routine that has worked for me, and that's our goal for you. So this baseline will help you kind of map out your day, give you some parameters to start with, like this is your minimum. If you start to feel hungry, or if you start to feel like you're not getting enough of something, then we just add to it. We follow the To Be Mindset guidelines. You check in with your tracker, you check in with me, and we work together to help you find that perfect 99% perfect weight loss day, so that you have those tools at your fingertips. So I will share the images below. The first image is going to be a picture of the equation. If you're not working out, that is your caloric baseline, or that will be your calories. The second picture will be if you are working out moderately, so 4 days a week, 5 days a week, you'll use that one. And then the third picture will be which bracket you're gonna choose. So you'll see your calories, the calorie will tell you which bracket, and then I want you to comment below this video and tell me which bracket. And then I will do the work for you, and I will say, okay, this is bracket B, this is what this equates to. You should have 4 to 5 fibrophil carbs through the day. You should have 5 servings of protein. You should have 6 accessories. You should have 4 to 5 servings of vegetables through the day, if not more. Okay, so this will at least give you a baseline. Please hear me when I say that, a baseline. You may add in whatever you need to. That's the whole point of To Be Mindset, is to eat if you are hungry. So give yourself this baseline, and then start tracking how you feel. Start tracking your weight, and see how we can grow and help you build a healthy lifestyle that's balanced and focused, and you just feel good. And that's the other thing with Portion Fix. I felt like I only had one night that I could have dessert or a cocktail, and I didn't want to live my life that way. I wanted to be able to go have ice cream with the kids. I wanted to have a cocktail with my husband. I wanted to have pizza if possible. I wanted to just do that, track and see how my body lost weight and how I could feel the best mentally and physically, and I've accomplished that. So comment below with the what I asked earlier, and I will post those pictures right now. Thanks, guys.